Logan Square, nestled within a bustling Parkway Museum District of Center City, Philadelphia. It's a vibrant enclave with a diverse architectural tapestry from towering office structures to luxury high-rises, historic townhomes, and a blend of Gothic and contemporary designs. The colonial style and modern townhomes coalesce, contributing to this area's distinct character. Now, if you're considering relocating to the Center City Philly area, and Logan Square in particular, then this video is for you. So make sure to stay tuned until the end so you learn all about Logan Square. Hey everyone, this is Chris Fuhrman and this is my channel, Living in Center City, Philly. Welcome, and if you're a returning viewer, welcome back. Now, if this is your first time to the channel and you want to learn more about what it's like to live in the Center City, Philly area, make sure to tap that subscribe button below and click that bell so you're notified each and every time we put out a brand new video. We actually get a lot of people reaching out to us that are looking to relocate to the Center City, Philly area, and we love helping them out. So if that's you, if you're thinking about making a move to this area and have any questions about the market, the neighborhoods, particular condo buildings, or really anything else, don't hesitate to give us a call, shoot us a text, or send us an email, and we would be more than happy to help you out on your journey. We really do live in and breathe Center City, Philadelphia. Let's dive into the Logan Square neighborhood tour. To truly understand Logan Square, let's start back with its rich history. The neighborhood is named after Logan Square, which is one of 5 of the original parks or public squares that William Penn designed into the city development hundreds of years ago. The square was originally named for its location, Northwest Square, but was later renamed Logan Square after James Logan, who was Philadelphia's 14th mayor in the 1700s. So where is the Logan Square neighborhood in Philly? Well, loosely defined, the location of Logan Square is between the Schuylkill River on the west and Broad Street on the east, and then the northern boundary would be Spring Garden, and the south would be Market Street. These are approximates. Depending on who you talk to, they would have a little bit of a different definition potentially. And this is right between Rittenhouse Square area and the Art Museum or Fairmont to the north. And now both Comcast buildings are located right here in Logan Square. So if you're going to be working for Comcast, which is the headquarters, it's here in Philly, they have 2 massive buildings. So if you're going to be working for them, this could be a great neighborhood for you. Very walkable from anywhere that you live here to those locations. One thing to note here is that a major city road, the Ben Franklin Parkway, which many just call it Parkway here, goes right through the area. It actually goes right through the square, and there's a big circle around the square. It's very different than Rittenhouse Square, which is you can walk around a lot more. You can around the Logan Square, but you have to not get run over by all the cars going around the circle. Anyway, it actually goes right through that square. This has pluses and minuses. If you don't like busy roads, this is really a negative for you. But it does create somewhat of a more open feeling in the city, as it's a large road which runs directly to the Philly Art Museum, which is a very open area. Lots of open space, green space. Really, it's a great place to take a jog, take a bike ride down, see the sights, and enjoy the weather over here. But again, potential negative depending on how you look at it. Another potential consideration is which side of the parkway that you're going to live on, and where you're commuting to most of the time for work or whatever you're doing, because the parkway is often shut down for one thing or another. Parades, protests, festivals, concerts, 5K runs, bike rides. It feels like every other day some portion of the parkway is closed due to a public activity. So, again, plus or minus really depends. There's a lot of activity and commotion going on, which is kind of cool if that's your type of thing. But if you live, let's say, north of the parkway, which is not a perpendicular road, it's a diagonal road, so it's kind of complicated. You got to look at a map. But if you live north of that section of the parkway, but you work south of the parkway, and it's often closed down, you're not going to be able to drive to work, which you're not going to really drive to work anyway if you're working in the city, and you typically can walk through even if it's closed down for a number of things. It really just depends on what's going on there. So that can cause some challenges, but if it is shut down on a particular day, your employer may allow you to work from home. It's not uncommon for something like that, but again, it's a nuance of the area, but something to consider when you're considering the Logan Square area of Philadelphia. This area is also very convenient to get right on Interstate 76 if you happen to work outside of the city or just utilize the highway for any other needs that you have. Let's talk about walkability and convenient shopping. Logan Square is extremely walkable and home to many conveniences like Target and 3 major grocery stores: Giant, Trader Joe's, and Whole Foods. I don't believe there's any other neighborhood in Center City or in any of Philadelphia proper that has more grocery chains than Logan Square. You can get 1 or 2, but with getting all 3 of these, Trader Joe's, Whole Foods, and Giant, and a Target in the area just makes it kind of over the top. You've got a lot of options when you're living here where to shop for food or whatnot. So definitely a plus, assuming you like those chain stores. There's a ton of raving fans for Trader Joe's and Whole Foods, so if that's you, then you'll love this area. You can also walk to a number of restaurants and shops. However, it's not going to be as many options as, let's say, Rittenhouse Square to the south, where you have all those shops along Walnut, Chestnut, etc. All the major players are in that area, so that's where the Apple is going to be, Lululemon, etc. All that stuff, boutique shopping is going to be over there. There still is going to be a number of options in Logan Square, it's just not as much. So something to consider depending on your needs. Let's talk about public transit. This area, just like Rittenhouse, is extremely convenient to public transit. So you got 30th Street Station, you got Suburban Station, you got 15th, all connecting to the subway, etc. networks in the city. So if you're going to be living here and working in different parts of Center City, you can typically get there fairly easily with public transit, or of course, it's very bikeable, or if you got a scooter or something like that to get around. If you're finding value in these videos, don't forget to click the subscribe button below so you don't miss out on any of my weekly videos about Center City, Philadelphia. Logan Square is an art and cultural haven adorned with museums along the iconic Parkway, the one that we just talked about that gets shut down all the time, and that's why, because it's iconic. The Franklin Institute's here, and this is a great place. It's really the premier science museum in the area. Great place for kids. While art enthusiasts get to explore the Rodin Museum, and the Barnes Foundation is here as well. And obviously the renowned museum, Philadelphia Museum of Art is here, which we already talked about, and that's the one that's immortalized by the Rocky Steps, in case you're wondering. And if you're really into arts and culture, this could be a great neighborhood for you to move to. Let's chat about schools. The Parkway, the one that we keep talking about gets shut down, that kind of is like the dividing line sort of for the public school district here. Obviously, you gotta look it up yourself depending on the particular address, but it divides the 2 areas. So you wanna look into this for schooling options. There's also, of course, a number of top private schools in the area, if that's your thing. So the Friends Select School is right here. It's a great school. It's got a really cool rooftop outdoor area for football, soccer, whatever they play up there. So great school, great area for that. So you got a number of other options in the area, and if you have any questions about that, feel free to reach out to me. I can connect you with some resources. So really, because there's a plethora of things to do here with kids that I mentioned in the area, I think this is a great place for families because of, again, a lot of the museums in the area that are kid-friendly and just different things like that. And obviously the grocery store is probably gonna be running there often if you got kids. Again, lots of convenience in this area. If you found this video helpful thus far, it would mean the world to me if you can go down and click that like button real quick so that YouTube knows I'm putting out some helpful content. Also, let me know in the comments below what other neighborhood tours you want to see in the future. You'll have an easy time staying fit and healthy in Logan Square. There are a number of gyms in the area, and you can go on a nice walk, jog, or bike ride right along the Parkway up to Kelly Drive if you want, which is a great scenic route along the river. So you can enjoy some beautiful outdoor activity here and really just stay healthy most of the year. If you're wondering about safety in Logan Square, check out my Is Philadelphia Safe video, which I'll link in the description below, and you can watch that later on. It goes into a lot more detail about Philadelphian safety. So if living in Logan Square sounds appealing to you, what are your housing options? Well, this neighborhood does have a lot of variety. It's lots of diversification of areas. You can get a low, medium, or high-rise condo, or you can be living in a townhome. The townhomes in this area I think are kind of cool. They got a different feel from like Rittenhouse, let's say, and a lot of them have been updated and modernized. You can certainly get some old ones that are not, but there's a number of homes in this area that are great. To give you an idea of pricing, the median home price in the area in 2022 was somewhere around $450K. So what should your budget look like if you're thinking about buying here? Well, for a one bed, you might be looking at $350,000 and up. For a two bed, you might want a budget of somewhere around $450K and going north from there. And for a three bed, you'll probably want a budget somewhere of $600,000 plus. However, pricing here obviously can go much higher. For something more modern and larger, you could easily be in the millions for even like a two bed that's just real nice, real new, and overlooking a great part of the city. So everything is going to be obviously dependent upon all of those factors. As much as we love making these videos, we love helping people relocate to this area even more. So if you're remotely considering moving to Philly in the next few months or a few years, it's really never too early to start getting actionable information about what's going on here with the market and in Philly in particular. So give us a call, shoot us a text, or send us an email so we can keep you up to date on what's going on. And also, if you're curious to learn more about other neighborhoods in Philly, check out this neighborhood tour playlist right here.